सिखाया क्रांति का गान, शोषित और कमजोरों को तुमने दिया एक नया निशान। तुम भारत की नवयुग आशा, शिवदास घोष तुम हो महान। हम भारत के क्रांति प्यासे, रहे तुम्हें लाल सलाम। सर्वधर्म पीड़ित जन को तुमने सिखाया क्रांति का गान, शोषित और कमजोरों को तुमने दिया एक नया निशान। तुम भारत की नवयुग आशा, शिवदास घोष तुम हो के क्रांति से, रहे तुम्हें लाल सलाम। आज भारत में चारों नई जागृति नया प्राण। आज भारत में चारों नई जागृति नया प्राण। जाग उठा मध्यंबर, सर्वहरा मजदूर किसान। जाग उठा मध्यंबर, सर्वहरा मजदूर किसान। तुम्हारी दिखाई राह पर मन में लेकर दृढ़ विचार। तुम्हारी दिखाई राह पर मन में लेकर दृढ़ विचार। शोषणहीन समाज बनाने का करते हैं प्रयास। शिवदास घोष तुम प्रेरणा हमारे, तुम्हारे चिंतन से हम बलवान। हम भारत के क्रांति प्यासे, रहे तुम्हें लाल सलाम। सर्वहारा पीड़ित जन को तुमने सिखाया क्रांति का गान, शोषित और कमजोरों को तुमने दिया एक नया निशान। तुम भारत की नवयुग आशा, शिवदास घोष तुम हो महान। हम भारत की क्रांति प्यासे, रहे तुम्हें लाल सलाम।
इसको देखो, चेंज করছো না, চেঞ্জ করছো না কেন? Congrats, friends. Now, next task is to Darwin of the portraits of Venugopal. It will be conducted by Comrade Amitabh.
Now there will be the unveiling of the portrait of our departed leader, Venugopal. I will announce the names, and one by one I will request the comrades to go in front of the photograph and garland the portrait. First, Comrade Gopal Kundru, member of the polit buro. Comrade Shoman Boshu, member of the polit buro.
Okay.
Next, Comrade Shopon Ghosh, member of the Politburo and Office Secretary of the Central Committee, and All India Vice President of AIUTC. Comrade Chandidas Bhattacharya, member Politburo and Secretary West Bengal State Committee.
Comrade Amitabh Chatterjee, who will guide in the portrait of the Comrade Venugopal, is a member of the Politburo.
Member of the Central Committee, Comrade Chaya Mukherjee. Member of the Central Committee, Comrade Chiranjan Chakraborty. Member of the Central Committee, Comrade Subhash Dasgupta. Member of the Central Committee, Comrade Devashish Rai. Member of the Central Committee and Secretary, Kerala State Committee, Comrade Jason Joseph.
ঠিক আছে
Now, the portrait is presented by the beloved General Secretary, Comrade Prabhash Ghosh.
এই ফ্রেমটা নাও
Now I Comrade Ashit Bhattacharya, Senior Politburo member and President of this memorial meeting. Resolution resolution. Yes. the condolence resolution taken by the Central Committee on the demise of Comrade V. Venugopal. Now I'm reading out to you. Comrade V. Venugopal, Politburo member and former Kerala Secretary, SUCI Communist, passed away on 30th March 2024 at 9:30 p.m. He was 68 years old. Comrade Venugopal was suffering from Parkinson's disease for the past 9 years. He had been bedridden at Surya Hospital, Ambalapuja, for the last 2 years, supervision of a team of doctors. However, frustrating all tireless efforts of the comrades and doctors, he succumbed to his prolonged illness. Comrade V. Venugopal came in contact with the thoughts of Comrade Shivdas Ghosh, an outstanding Marxist thinker and founder of SUCI in 1975, while he was a student at Government Medical College, Thiruvananthapuram. In a very short time, he became a whole-time worker of the party. Beginning then until his last breath, never had he wavered in discharging his responsibilities towards intensifying revolutionary movement. The crises and tribulations that one had to face in the initial days of building up the party amidst a host of adversities could have rocked anyone, but his was a character of rare metal. Comrade Venugopal was born in a middle class family. His parents were school teachers, but this family influence that the revolutionary life of Comrade Venugopal had on others. His was a life totally dedicated to the interest of the party and revolution. As by Comrade Shivdas Ghosh, he strove hard for attaining this standard, where his personal interest was completely identified with the interest of the class, party, and revolution. Comrade Venugopal had attained that standard and was conferred staff membership by the party. No one heard him using the word I, as that word did not exist in his mind. It was a reflection of his endeavor to free himself from the influence of individualism. Comrade Venugopal was always beside Comrade Sikh in the struggle for spreading party organization throughout the state. Alongside Comrade Glucose, he also played a significant role in developing comrades and involving many in the party activities. He also ably shouldered the task of building Komsomol, the young communist league in the state. He had served as a member of the editorial board of Unity, the Malayalam organ of the Kerala State Party, for 4 decades and its editor-in-chief for 5 years. He also represented AIDIO in the Global Youth Meet held in Germany in 1995. Comrade Venugopal had shown extraordinary ability and capacity in organizing people's movements. He played a significant role in organizing the legendary anti-black sand mining agitation in Tirkunanapuza, Alapuza in 2002, and various other people movements like Chengara land struggle, the Vilappisala movement against waste disposal, the Mulambili and National Highway movements against eviction without compensation, the KMSTU movement of bronze peeling workers along the coast of Alappuzha, etc. He was the founder general secretary of the Kerala State Janakya Pratirodha Samiti, which led the protests of the suffering masses rising above petty party politics. Eminent personalities like Justice V.R. Krishnayar, Lakshmi and Menon, Dr. N.A. Kodin, and several others were involved with the Shomiti. He was at the forefront of Save Education movement spearheaded by the Shomiti. Later, he was appointed as an official member of the Curriculum Reform Committee formed by the government. He was also the founder of Surya Hospital in Ambalapuza, which for the past 4 decades has been providing medical assistance to the poor fishermen and agricultural workers of Alapuza at nominal cost. Even as he was struggling with the major illness, his frail mind was still filled with the thoughts about the party and its progress. Comrade Venugopal Comrade Venugopal was a lifelong revolutionary. To pay obeisance to him warrants drawing proper lesson from his revolutionary life struggle and take forward the process that produced a leader like him. Red salute to Comrade P. Venugopal, Central Committee, SUCI Communist. Now we should
Now we shall observe 1 minute silence. Standing. Please take your seats. Now, Comrade Jason Joseph, the State Secretary of our Kerala Party Committee, will address it on this occasion.
Respected President of this memorial meeting, our senior Politburo member, Comrade Hazit Pinadria, and respected main speaker of all this memorial meeting, Comrade General Secretary Prabhashda, and the leaders, those who are sitting in the dais, and dear colleagues. I can speak in English very well. Moreover, at this time, having very turbulent emotional mind also, I can't spell out my words. As stated in the homage of homage to Comrade Venugopal, his life fully dedicated and submitted for the cause of proletarian revolutionary party. In the struggle of identification, Comrade could succeed in a commendable manner. In Kerala, when we started our activities, the early period that activities were guided by, led by majorly Comrade Lucas. At that period, our party faced many crises, many problems, since it was a formative stage. Comrade Lucas started his activity. Particularly, he was very much emphasized on building up a party all over Kerala. Really, Comrade Venugopal was in forefront with Comrade C.K. Lucas. In Kerala, comrades tell that Comrade Lucas was the brain behind the party of our growth in Kerala. Now our party in Kerala, we are working entire 14 districts. In every district, we are having some organizational missionaries. Majorly, all districts are having district elected committees, where a good number of full-time workers are there, and a very reputation as a party of people's movement, it is there. These achievements, actually, it was created. Surely, it was a collective struggle, but it was led by Comrade Lucas with Comrade Venugopal. Comrade Venugopal traveled all over Kerala to build a party. He recruited many comrades, particularly hundreds of women cadres in Kerala, particularly the children of a party. They were reared up by Comrade Venugopal. He was having such a mind in his all through his party activity that we can see that particularly he was in charge of Komsomol also. He nurtured our younger generation too, senior comrades, those who can take serious responsibilities of party. They became to that standard because of Comrade Venugopal's work. As in our homage told, described, in 1975, Comrade Venugopal joined our party. He was a medical student. He was not an ordinary student. He was a brilliant student. A promising student he was. We all know that in 70s, a medical degree in Kerala at that time, the number of admissions for MBBS, it was only 350. Among them, he was the topmost ranker. He came to Trivandrum Medical College and started his medical student career. In between, he contacted Comrade Shivdas Ghosh thoughts. He decided to become a full member of the party. At that situation, particularly 79, 76 emergency period, he was booked by the police for 2 times as a preventive arrest. And because of the emergency period, and in 1981, there was our All India Students' Conference in Trivandrum. All of our, particularly Bangla Congress, know very well. Because that heavy responsibility of building up of organizing such a conference also. But he decided, he also suggested that he discontinued his studies without any hesitation. He discontinued his studies, stopped his studies, MBBS. His teachers, his friends, his relatives very much compelled him to continue. Or not only compelled, they advised him, why you are choosing this type of life. With a firm conviction, he told that this is the noblest way of living. So I am choosing this. And he could convince that. That was his character. Up to the last breath, he maintained that steadfastness in revolutionary activity. He gave up all kinds of material gains or fortunes or material benefits like things. He gave up all up to the last breath. I'm not going detailed, comrades. Only one incident I'm telling about. Analyzing, assessing a comrade like Comrade Venugopal from my party is never, it is not possible. Comrade Pravashda is here. Surely, comrade will do, we are respecting that. I am telling one thing, 1 or 2 experiences with his life. At the early stage of his Parkinson's disease, now some 9 years back, the tremor started. Actually, he was traveling all over Kerala to build a party without taking any kind of rest. Such a man he was. When the tremor started, when he traveled in the bus, heavy, crowded bus, 2 or 3 times he fell down in the bus because he could not catch the bus in a proper manner. So he fell down in the bus. Coming to know this news, Comrade C.K. Lucas proposed to the state committee to purchase a car for him. He opposed the idea. At that time, we started the treatment of Comrade Lucas. That also comrades know very well. Our party was facing, our party Kerala State Committee was facing a very acute fund shortage also. So Comrade Venugopal opposed that idea. No need of car. I will try my level best to travel in the bus and train. It's not a problem for me. 4 years that dispute continued in the state committee. They never allowed. Finally, he agreed. At a position that he came to understand that he cannot travel. Then he agreed to purchase a car. That was Comrade Venugopal. You can see that in each and every aspect of his life, we can see it. Communist moral values and ethical values. Actually, instinctively, he followed it. In his behavior, in his talk, in his conversations, in his discussions, we can see that. And a natural way of these moral values are alloyed in his character. In Kerala, comrades tell that not in a simple discussion, we cannot hear the word I. I was not there in his discussion. I have done this, I have gone there, this type of things he never. are having
He
district
loved
elected
comrades in a
committees.
very deep manner.
As a
He
party
brought
of
the
people's
old comrades
movement
to
which
his
is
side,
there, these achievements,
not only
many
to his
comrades,
comrades, to the people.
particularly
He started Surya Hospital in
hundreds of women
1985 as a
he was
clinic
having such
in
a mind
Ambalapura Hospital. Many of our comrades
in
were
his
visited that hospital.
all through his party activity that we can
Actually, it
see
is a
that
government hospital
particularly he was the in charge of
functioning in
Komsomol
that
also
district.
career.
Poor fisherman,
In
poor
between he
peasant
contacted party,
is coming there.
contacted Comrade Shivdas Kosh thoughts.
Such a love and affection towards
particularly Bangla Comrade
society.
work.
He maintained a very good relation with
Comrade Venugopal
intellectuals.
joined our party.
Actually, our party
He was a
in
medical
Kerala
student.
gained a very good position
All through his party
through
activity
his
that we can
way
see
of
that
dealing,
particularly
maintaining
he was the
warm
in charge of
relations
Komsomol also.
with these intellectuals, starting
He
from Justice V.R. Krishnaiyer.
nurtured our young thoughts
Such a good relation was there.
from all of our
Here,
particularly Bangla
deep
community.
respect for Comrade Venugopal. Krishnaiyer, Justice V.R. Krishnaiyer called him doctor, only word, or doctor. No Dr. Venugopal. Doctor. In his life, only one doctor was there, that is doctor. That was Dr. Venugopal. When Harkish and Surjit, at that time, Surjit, Comrade Surjit was the, Harkish Singh Surjit was the General Secretary of the party, CPIM. He contacted Justice V.R. Krishnaiyer and asked him to contest as the presidential candidate for this left alternative, left parties and the opposition parties. Justice V.R. Krishnaiyer replied that in the evening, I shall give the answer. I have to consult with some people. Only this much told by Justice V.R. Krishnaiyer. In the evening, Justice V.R. Krishnaiyer called the Comrade Venugopal and discussed. Doctor, the CPM General Secretary is asking me to contest in the election, presidential election. What had been done? What is your opinion? He was seeking the opinion of Dr. Comrade Venugopal. Such a relation was there. Such a respect, such a regard towards him, it was there. Not only with Justice V.R. Krishnaiyer, Lakshmi and Menon, R. Manekala, Dr. N.A. Karim, most famous intellectuals of Kerala. He maintained such a relation. Utilizing that relation, he built up this Janakiya Pratidhok Samiti, a unique organization. It is not a human rights association, it is not like that. It was formed just like a political front, not with the political parties, with the intellectuals. He formed a political front to fight the neoliberal policies of the government. Actually, this Janakiya Pratidhok Samiti made the main contribution for the growth of our party in Kerala. Now our party is not a so small party in Kerala. Everywhere we are there. For this advancement, this Janakiya Pratidhok Samiti had a significant role. It was the creation. Actually, the idea was to comrade glucose, but the implementation side, its resolutions, its political resolution, its contemplation, its implementation in every aspect, it was done by Comrade V. Venugopal. That was Comrade Venugopal. His character, in the report, in the homage, it is reported that his doctor friends, coming to know that Dr. Venugopal is sick, they started a collection among themselves. And they have collected some 9 lakh rupees. Without intimating us, they have started a collection. Finally, they mobilized this much of amount and they informed us, this much of amount is there, we are ready to give to party for the treatment of Comrade Venugopal. Such a deep respect was there. Such a love towards comrades was there. Naturally, among some of us, we may abstain or we cannot go a place where some resistance is there. Some difficulty if we are facing in some place, sometimes we may be reluctant to go there. Comrade Venugopal is a particular type of character. He will reach a place if there is some problem. That was his attitude. One comrade in 1986, that comrade, old comrades know very well that name I am not telling. In his family, a struggle started with his parents. At the stage, his father tried to commit a suicide. He has taken poison to compel his son from the revolutionary activities. He was regularly compelling that comrade to leave our party. The father was doing that. But comrade was very much firm in activities. This comrade was actually guided by Comrade Venugopal. But the father, he tried to commit suicide by taking poison, and he was admitted in the hospital. And the relatives actually accusing this comrade. Coming to know this news, Comrade Venugopal rushed from Trivandrum and reached Dalapui and asked one comrade to come with him to that comrade's house. Entering that house it was very difficult at that situation. Relatives were very much angry with us. But Comrade Venugopal went there, visited there, and had a discussion with the comrade, that particular comrade. He was very much worried, and he was very much sad also because of his father has done this. Finally, that man was saved. But you see that such a place, such a situation, he rushed to that comrade's house. That was Comrade Venugopal. Many experiences, many things are there. I am not telling those things, only to show what was Comrade Venugopal. So, Comrade, I am finishing here. He departed us after prolonged illness. After prolonged illness, our doctor comrades of Bangla, Calcutta also know these things, particularly Comrade Subhas Gupta. Our Chayadi is here. Our Chayadi was very much close to him in the 80s and 90s. He was nurtured by our party comrades. Nurtured by a 37-member volunteer team was deputed to look after him. A 4-member doctors committee was deputed. And an expert male nurse was deputed. That everything was arranged. He was a bedridden patient, but comrades, there was very little possibility of recovery. But comrades, putting all belief on that recovery, at least a small recovery, comrades expected very well. So they tried very much to get him back by seeing this caring and other things. Dr. Shah, one of HOD of Alleppey Medical College, he opened that. Once in a month, he visits our doctor and comrade to look up to see his health position. When we tell that Dr. Shadi, it is time, your time is extra, you want to go to medical college back? Then he replied, why are you compelling me to go from here? This is a place of saints. I am seeing that in my doctor's life. I have seen many bedridden patients, but this bonding, this emotional relation, this kind of human relation, ethical relation, I have seen first. So let me remain here for some more time. That was his reply. Such a atmosphere was there because this bonding, this caring, actually it was taught by Comrade Venugopal to every comrade. I am finishing, comrades. Red salute to Comrade Venugopal.
Now, beloved General Secretary, Mr. Pawaz Ghosh, will deliver his speech on this occasion. I ask him and request him to be seated and address him that because of his illness.
Comrade President, comrades, it is known to you when we observe condolence meeting in memory of a departed leader or cadre. For us, it is not merely a ceremonial, perpetual occasion. We recollect the memory of the departed comrade to learn from his life struggle how that comrade applied in his life teachings of our great teacher, Marxist thinker, Comrade Shivdas Ghosh. We are all students of Comrade Shivdas Ghosh, and we have to learn from each other. Our party is a family, and our comradeship is based on revolutionary teachings and ethics of provided by Comrade Shivdas Ghosh. So whenever a leader dies, a cadre dies, whether personally known to me or not, it causes pain for us. Even in foreign country also, if you feel a problem of a communist party or a leader dies of a communist party, as internationalists, we feel this type of pain. How party was formed in Kerala and how Comrade Venugopal was involved in the party. In this respect, I want to speak very briefly some points. A student of Calcutta, Nachiketa Mukherjee, was linked with AIDSO, student of Jadavpur Engineering College, and supporter of our party. He got a job in Queensland Engineering College, and he was asked to carry some books containing speeches of Comrade Shivdas Ghosh to explore there. He did it. He had found a group of senior students interested regarding our party. And party sent Comrade Krishna Chakraborty to explore there. In this way, development of party started there. This point I want to raise here for lesson for all. What miracle can create literature of Communist Siddhartha? Those who became attracted, they had no opportunity to meet Communist Siddhartha. Once a program was organized there to be addressed by Communist Siddhartha, but due to his sickness, he could not attend. In our office, you will find a painting of Siddhartha Ghosh. A comrade Natarajan was the member of the first batch who painted this picture. And this comrade also played a very important role. But he died. At that time, James was the in charge. But he degenerated. Comrade Lucas came forward to undertake the responsibility. At that time, as a medical student, Comrade Venugopal joined the party. Comrade Siddhartha's teachings touched his heart, ignited his mind, and he fully devoted himself in the development of the party. When party is developed, organization is developed, it is comparatively easy to join the party. But when party is in an embryonic stage, it is far more difficult to decide and to join a party by abandoning a lucrative medical career. This point you must note it. And you must know in all the states where party was being built up, the comrades who initiated struggle, they had to face many hurdles, difficulties. But in case of Kerala, something different was there. Just like West Bengal, in the stage of party formation, party faced strong opposition from CPI, then CPM. In Kerala also, CPM was a very powerful party. And sometimes they were in governmental power also. So their struggle was more difficult. But they were determined. With firm conviction and commitment to ideology of Communist Siddhartha Ghosh, this small group struggled hard. As I said, swimming against the current. When they preached ideas of Communist Siddhartha Ghosh, I am told that whoever in contact of Comrade Siddharth's thoughts, they said it is new Marxism. CPM Marxism is another Marxism. This is new Marxism. And it is true in one sense. CPM was an easiest pseudo-Marxist party. Their Marxism is stripped of revolutionary soul. And Marxism preached by Communist Siddharthas with revolutionary soul. And here lies the fundamental difference. And in building struggle, Comrade Glucose was in the leadership, and Comrade Venugopal became his comrade in arms in developing party. In fact, Comrade Venugopal cannot be separated from the name of Comrade Glucose. Comrade Glucose also cannot be separated from the name of Venugopal. Such was the bond, such was the relationship. Comrade Glucose provided leadership, Comrade Venugopal implemented. Comrade Venugopal had a married life. He had 2 children, 2 sons, but he did not live any family life. His wife is also a party leader there, member of the state committee. Sons also to some extent linked with the party. But he never led a family life. He led central life. And he became the father of the children of all comrades. Children of the all comrades felt Venugopal as their guardian, as their father. And he took care of them. He developed them. Some of them became very leading cadres. Comrade Venugopal emerged as a leader. He became not as a leader merely by election. He won the heart of the comrades. He became beloved, respected by all comrades. He took care of all comrades. Whenever any comrade faced any difficulty, any problem, either they went to Comrade Glucose or went to Comrade Venugopal. You have already heard he invited many young people, women, to join the party. He developed party organizations all over this organization, states. He conducted many struggles, many movements, guided movements. As you have heard, he was very popular among the progressive intellectuals of Kerala. He involved them in movement and formed an organization, powerful organization, It is comparable, just like when Comrade Manik Mukherjee, guided by our departed respected leader, Comrade Nyan Mukherjee, conducted educational movement in Bengal. Comrade Manik Mukherjee also involved many intellectuals in the movement, starting from Dr. Sukumar Sen, Praven Mitra, Manoj Bose, Santosh Ghosh, Pratul Gupta, Nyaranjan Rai, and in the later phase, Dr. Sushil Mukherjee, many others, Praven Mitra. Similarly, Comrade Venugopal also, being guided by Comrade Sikh Lucas, involved eminent justice, renowned justice, beloved, respected justice, Krishnaya, and many educators also there. Janakiya Prasidh Samiti was an organization to be developed mass struggles there. You have already heard what relationship developed between Justice Krishnaya and Venugopal. Justice Krishnaya considered Venugopal as a friend, as a son. And Justice Krishnaya even came in Calcutta also, joined our program, supported many of our party line. And in this way, Dr. Korim and others also was inspired, involved in the movement. At the same time, Comrade Venugopal became a man, friendly man, with the fishermen, with the agricultural worker, with the common people, and organized them. And to serve them, he built up that hospital. And Dr. Comrade Godakumar, spending 24 hours till now in this hospital to serve the poor people. As I told, his father gave him 1 lakh rupee to start medical practice. He contributed entire amount to build up this hospital. Comrade Venugopal was theoretically, organizationally, highly developed comrade. And he could present Comrade Siddhartha's thought in a way understandable even to the common people. His presence, his behavior, his self, when comrades are in problems, in crisis, his presence was a living inspiration for them. He had a mind to learn even from a junior comrade, from a new comrade. Again, when he criticized a comrade, that comrade did not feel any injury, any pain. rather that comrade would accept his criticism happily. His way of criticism was like that. Seldom in any discussion, in any differences, in any body meeting, he became agitated. He became angry. His way of putting was very calm, cool, lucid, argumentative. That was his approach. Comrade Venugopal was a brilliant comrade. I say, he possessed a brilliant character, exemplary character. It should be known to the comrades all over India. I can cite an instance on a sensitive issue. He could not happily accept party decision. Neither he could not reject it. He was in contradiction. I felt it. But I allowed him to resolve it. When he came in Calcutta for medical examination, that was his last visit. He met me and he asked Comrade Amitabh and Shivadar Gupta to be present. And in that sitting, he said, Comrade, I had a mistaken idea. I have understood party decision is proper and right. How truthful he was. Note this point. Loss of Venugopal is a serious loss of party. It is not only merely loss of Kerala state. It is a loss of entire All India party. He was being involved to look after other states also. Just it started with Karnataka. But if became sick, he became incapacitated. All India party lost his service. So, comrade, we are students of public Siddhartha. Many leaders, many comrades struggling to acquire the higher communist character laid down by communist Siddhartha. A student should learn from another student. In this respect, Venugopal, in identification struggle, moved ahead. And that was his struggle to be recognized by all of us. I understand his absence will be vacuum of Kerala party. I am also firmly believe State Committee of Kerala party under the leadership of Comrade Jason will struggle to fill up this vacuum. I hope members of the State Committee will struggle further to elevate their standard to fill up this vacuum. I appeal to the young leaders of Kerala State to come forward and advance further to fill up this vacuum. With this appeal, I end my speech. Great salute to my beloved comrade, Venugopal. Inqilab Jindabad, long live Marxism-Leninism, Siddha restored, SUCI communist Jindabad. Great salute to you all.
Friends and comrades, we are here to mourn the death of a veteran leader of the party, our party, and to pay tribute to his revolutionary struggle that he conducted valiantly during his lifetime. We have heard just now our beloved General Secretary, Dr. Pravas Ghosh, under his leadership, he, for a prolonged period, worked as a DSO, cadre and leader. This character developed and much developed during his student life. It is unfortunate, very regrettable that he died an immature death. Just he was 68. In today's situation, he could have lived much more years and could have contributed much to the growth and development of the party. That chance is the vote. The Kerala party, after that also I think an immature death by the same Parkinson's disease, Comrade C.K. Locos, a very dedicated party leader. As a matter of fact, in Kerala, the party underwent first development, very first development, and that was made possible by the tireless efforts of the leaders, as mentioned by Comrade Pravarta, beginning with James, the first organizing secretary. Then there was Comrade Nocharajan, who also died very immature death, just after his student life ended, and later on, by joined the group with Comrade C.Q. Lagos and then Comrade K. Venugopal. Everything you learned, he was a brilliant character. He was a very promising doctor also. But remaining far away from the main station, headquarters of the party, far away, this is almost end of the country. These comrades, inspired by the thoughts of Comrade Siddharth Ghosh, decided to give everything to the cause of revolution on the basis of his thoughts. Everything has been presented by Comrade Siddharth Ghosh that for a few years, I don't know whether he uh, directly met Comrade Siddharth Ghosh or not, Venugopal, but other leaders for a few years, they came to Calcutta and met Comrade Siddharth Ghosh, got much inspired, and then they went away, and within a short period, they developed a very powerful party unit, and it was lately being steered in India by two comrades, C.Q. Bose and Comrade Venugopal. They were conducting party in a very spirited manner on the basis of the thoughts of Comrade Siddharth Ghosh. I feel that Kerala party is poor up today with the loss of these two veteran leaders who in a span of 1 year, Comrade C.Q. Bose and then Comrade Venugopal. We are really very poor up today in their sense, but we should have to bear the situation. Our party comrades in Kerala are tremendously affected by the loss of these two very powerful comrades, powerful organizers. That also I feel that they will have to conduct the struggle. I have not much direct experience. I have met him from Venugopal, and every time I found his mood and temperament very attractive and very impressive. I heard about him from others, and the depth of his understanding was very deep in him. As we are accustomed with the thoughts of such comrades, such where we lose them, we meet with such tragic deaths of super comrades. Tragic is means of natural death, but very powerful comrades contributing decisively, playing decisive role. When they leave, it is really difficult to withstand it, but we should have to withstand it. In this respect, Comrade Siddharth Ghosh elaborately gave us guidance how to reconcile ourselves, how to console ourselves with the situation, the sad situation we meet. It is what I should tell you that emergence of such character, this comrades like Venugopal, comrades Locos and others, they are the product of a movement that is to be born in my mind. It is Siddhartha versus Spiji. That nothing comes out automatically, spontaneously. This type of struggling characters, this kind of emergence of powerful leaders, it is very important for the growth and development of the revolution movement in the country. But that doesn't fall from the sky. These characters are assiduously cultivated through a process. That is what Siddhartha was again and again emphasized. That we have lost, sometimes we are losing towering leaders, powerful leaders, cadres. That loss is definitely a very painful situation for the party comrades and cadres and leaders. But it is also to be felt, it is to be realized that in our party, there is a process which prevails, which is giving birth to such cadres and leaders in a systematic manner because of the sustained methodical struggle by the comrades. That is what impressed. That in our party life, we are finding that powerful leaders are emerging. They are becoming very powerful leaders. They are becoming teachers, they are becoming guides. But they are not to be forgotten. They are the product of a very specific, particular type of struggle. They struggle to become revolutionary on the basis of thoughts of Marxism, Leninism, and Communist Darwin's thought. So Communist Darwin say that simple mourning means nothing. It is simple illusion that we are mourning, but it doesn't contain any revolutionary content unless it is realized that this character has emerged through the process of revolutionary struggle, keeping high the contemplation of revolutionary transformation of the country, revolutionary overthrow of the existing capitalist system, to uphold seriously the ideological aspect of our struggle. That is what he has impressed upon us. We are shocked, we are very mourned, we are very sad with the death of such beloved persons, powerful leaders. But simple mourning means nothing. It will evaporate within a few days if we do not understand for which we are mourning. The cause of revolution. So the cause of revolution, what these comrades, these departed comrades, realized in their life, practiced this ideology in a brilliant manner. We should go from that, we should take that point that we shall also emulate, realize, make possible the correct practice of the process, the methodology of becoming a correct revolutionary on the way cultivating, assiduously cultivating Marxism, Leninism, and communist thought. I, on this occasion, simply appeal to you that we all are duty bound to proceed along that course of thoughts, ideas, what Professor was provided. to the Kerala party, my appeal is that they have to bear just like us, and they will strengthen their conviction, their resolve, their determination to first develop the Kerala party, what Comrade V.K. Venugopal along with Comrade Lucas after they conducted the struggle under them and brought the party to this height in Kerala. Now they will have to come further ahead. They have to proceed ahead in an unhindered manner. What Comrade V.K. Venugopal is a very powerful organizer and real leader of the people in the party. On the basis of this, keeping his struggle also in our mind, they are to, in their mind, they have to conduct their struggle to build the party stronger and to spread the party further, and they come forward to help the growth of the party in this entire country as they will be called upon to do it. With this appeal, I end my homage and I pay my homage to Dr. Venugopal, and I end here. Great salute to Comrade K. Venugopal. Great salute to Comrade Siddharth Ghosh. Long live SUCI, long live revolution. SUCI communist. Now our music squad will sing the concluding song, The International.
Arise, ye wretched of the earth, for justice and us condemnation, a greater world in birth. No more tradition, chains and bind us, arise the steps, no more in thrall. The earth shall rise on new foundation, we have been known, we shall be on. 'Tis the final conflict, ladies stand in this place. The internationale shall be the human race. 'Tis the final conflict, ladies stand in this place. The international shall be the human race. Arise, ye prisoners of starvation. Arise, ye wretched of the earth. For justice and us condemnation, a better world in birth. No more tradition, chains and bind us, the righteous flex, no more in thrall. The earth shall rise on new foundations, we have been not, we shall be all. 'Tis the final conflict, ladies stand in his place. The internationale shall be the human race. 'Tis the final conflict, ladies stand in his place. The international shall be the human race.
Okay, yeah, sure.